Hi everyone, here I'm Daniel. We are going to learn together Geogebra. In this tutorial of today, we are going to start the introduction to Geogebra and look together at the interface, and the coming sessions we dig into more other features. Let's get started. So here I'm starting. Let me start the Geogebra. It is coming. Wishing you to have a happy family. So here the Geogebra is opening. On my computer is installed the last version. So this is what we see when we got this opened. Tubona interface imeze nguku. So we are going to look at the key features here that are here, and when turangiza, maybe next time we will look at even more advanced things. So here we have this part here. This is algebra part, where we use to input in case you want to write something. For example, if you want to write x squared, for example, x squared, this is where I do it. And see that now after writing x squared, hitting the enter key, directly we got the graph. So you can say that this window here is the algebra part, and here we have the graph window where all the graphs are going to be plotted. And you can also have other different windows. If we go here, we click these three parallel lines, you come in view, we're going to see that you can have different options of other windows that you can open. You can see 3D, for example, the 3D window. If I hit on the 3D window, this window is going to come here to display the 3D, and to remove it, I click here. If I click on spreadsheet, also the spreadsheet window is going to open, and you have many windows here that you can use. So apart from this, the algebra window and the graphing window, we also have other different windows. Like for example, this one that I had opened here is the input bar, which is down here. This input bar actually at the first was here at the left, and I can put it down here. If I still write x, you see, you're going to see that let me say for example x equals 2. See how the line is directly drawn. You can now, for example, if I come here and look for the intersection, hitting this and hitting that, it is directly going to create the two intersection line between the two intersection point between the two curve, this quadratic curve and this straight line. So you see that they have the intercept. So actually, basically, this Geogebra is a very good tool for the mathematics teachers and even other educationists to display figures, to draw figures. You want, for example, to make notes, it is very easy to draw figures, to generate figures, different kind of question that was actually difficult to draw, but also to visualize. You can animate, you can visualize. It is really important tool. So if we look on different features that appear here on the interface, so we have this first toolbar, which is when you click on it shows three sub toolbar. This is the move bar. So this move bar actually what does do, when you click on the move bar, it means that you can have the ability to move. If you click on this, you can actually move it down, up and down as you wish. If for example the windows or the graph is drawn here, like for example, and you want it to come back in the middle, so you just need to use this move and directly put in the place where you want. The next, this the freehand shape. This freehand shape is an important tool. For example, if you want to draw something, let's say for example want to draw a cycle, drawing a cycle. This is a kind of cycle. It wasn't I drawn it like it wasn't kind of a full cycle. It was just I just tried to make it a cycle, but it was a handy. It wasn't fine. So, but with freehand, it has like an artificial intelligence that's going to look at the figure that I've drawn, and it try to kind of approximate and it generate a figure which is kind of the same as the one that you have we're trying to draw. Like for example, you see here I'm having a bunch of figures that I'm drawing, like drawing a cycle like this, and the direction turn it into a clear figure. Let me try with this and see what direction we see. Let's try a triangle for example. Let's see if that's going to make it. Oh great, you see now. So this freehand shape is very good if you, for example, having a touchpad and you don't want to go just you're demonstrating, you can just use it and it actually get the figure that you want by drawing something approximately similar to what you want, and it's going to use its artificial intelligence and transfer it into the figure which is straight the same. So going here, clicking on this move graphic view and you can go down on it and you hopefully you get like kind of enlarger. Well, you can treat everything. Okay, so now we were on the, if we come here on the pen, so this pen you can use the pen, but this time what you want to draw with the pen, just by the way you can use it if you are kinda in the middle of presentation or you want to scrub something, but yes, you can still use it. You see that you can write in the middle of the figure, you can try and paint and so on and so forth. So it's also a nice tool that you can make use of. Okay, so I've finished this first tool. So the next tool is this, which I normally call it point, or it has a point. It has a point on object. It has attach or detach point. It has intersect. It has midpoint or center, and it has a complex nub. It has extremum, and also it has roots. So let's try the first one. This is the point. So actually when you click, the beauty of these GeoGebra 6 that they have, when you click on a sub tool, you can see down here that it is going to give you or to kind of direct you to what to do. This like select position or line function or curve. So by selecting this and come, for example, and click in here, it is directly going to give me a point. This pointing, it comes handy with and if I do a left click on it, you can see that my point is at the coordinates -3 and 4. So you can also rename it if you want. Don't like the name which is A, you can name it with a different name, and so on and so forth. Let me try draw another point. For example, okay, this one here. Let me put another point here. I got 2 points, and put another point here, and get another point here. So now you see that by just clicking on this point, you got to draw of the possibility of drawing that point in this. So, and you can see that whatever I click here, click here for example, so that it is going to give it this name. That's the name T. And when I come here in this left part where I told you that is the algebra part, you can see that there is, it gets points. So you can edit from here. For example, if I edit and put -5, the point is going to directly move to the new point that I have suggested. So every point in here, if I click on B, this is B usually -7, so that the lecture it is going to be marked like that. So I can also edit this as I want. So now the next point is a point on object in. Let's skip this first and let's go. Okay, here there are 2 points. Let's see that's the points that I do. For example, if I click on this and then click on that, okay, this one is going to work on if I have the object to link. Okay, let's first these actually the points on object attached and detached point are the same as intersect. It would works if you have, for example, have a plane, you have a line, you have another object that you want to link together. But let's, for example, deal with this midpoint. So for this midpoint, I want to look for the midpoint between B and A. So you see that by clicking at B and A, let's remember I did it. I came in here, I clicked on midpoint, means I want to draw a point which is between 2 already existing points, and check this R, for example, and S. I start, for example, from R and I click on S. By clicking there, the lecture, you see that a point here which is V, the point V is directly generated. So if I click on this point G, I can actually increase its size. I can also, you see that I can add anything I want or make it somehow how I want it to be. I can label it differently depending on what I want and how I want it to be. I can also change its color from here. Maybe, for example, let me make it a red to show that is a midpoint. So if I, for example, now find the midpoint between T and V, okay, another point W here is generated. Let me change the name again to purple and add the number, like the size, change its size. So you see now that we have covered the point, the midpoint, and this extremum and roots. We can use them if we're having a function or something which is drawn, so we can use them another time. So let me come back here. I'm going to control A, hit control A, and then hit delete. When I hit control A, I select everything that was there, and hitting delete means that I'm deleting everything. So now going to, I have seen the first toolbar, which is having a move, freehand shape and pen, and we have seen some points from this, which is point, so point, intersect, and the midpoint. So we left the other point on the object, the touch and complex number. We will cover them in other series, because right now we don't have something drawn. When we start drawing cutting shapes, we are going to now cover them. Now let's go to this, now to the shape here. This here, from this tool, there is a line, segment with a given length, and you have a lay, we have a polyline, we have a vector, and we have a vector from point. So let's start from this point, this line. So this line will help us to draw a line if we have the points. Actually, you know that a line can be drawn from one point, or actually 2 points. If you have 2 points, you can have a line. So I will position a point randomly here, and positioning another point somewhere here. You see that now from this point I am free to position my points anywhere as I want, and you can see that wherever I move my cursor to some point, also the line is going to go with me. Here you go. Now by clicking the point here, positioning a point here, go back here and move, you can see now that my line is created, my line F, and here you can see that this is the line, this is the line of the equation of my line here. So if I try to move P, for example, up or down, you will see that in the left hand corner, that here, left hand corner, that the line, also the value of making up the line changes. So let me probably leave it here, and let me go back here. Now this is segment, is going to help us create a segment, and what did I say? Select 220 or position Z. So if I position a point here and another point there, you see now that I can find my segment. So I can also did the first point DC. If I change it a bit and make this, for example, 10, hit enter, my segment is going to move. And if I make this 0, directly my segment is going to change as it is in the I have moved the position. It means here I move, I can change the point here like this, and maybe move this one. But for example, if the points that are pre-given, I can put them here and edit them. Like this is, for example, -3. If it is -3 or -4, it's -4. See, now I have my segment here. So the next one is a segment with a given line. Let's try this. Let's try this and see what is going to be given as. Now by clicking here, they're going to ask me to put in the length. Let me put 5, for example. By putting 5, now the position, the F, they decide to put F on the horizontal. Now let's see if there's a possibility to, so you can't decrease it nor increase it, but you can change the orientation. But change it or not, but it is going to remain there, to remain the same. See, so let me see what I did here. If I, so that how I moved it, so that it can move around by checking here. For example, if you want to show the how a line is constructed, from here you can show trace. Now let's see, through this trace, now you can see actually how a line is constructed. When you want to to define a line is a set of points that are equidistant from one central point. You see, now you can see now how beautiful really it is. Geogebra, you can do something interesting like this one. See, now if you are a teacher of mathematics, see how interesting it is going to be for your students to show them how point can move around. Actually, this one of the thing can be done. Now so that by using this you can actually draw a segment from a point, and you provide this the position or the length. And what you have to do is that the point is given, and it is, first point is here, is the G, which is -6.7, but the second point H, you can actually make it yourself. You can change to yes, you can change from here, there, or there. Simply, if you want to see how it is rotating, you can rotate it. And if you want to see how the trace, you just do a left click on it and you show trace. And showing trace means that when you animate now how it moves, it will be recorded. Yeah, which is very interesting. Okay, I think this point is clear now. We can go back and now see so the segment of given length. Now let's see ray. Vectory is a line which is having a starting point, like it is crossed at one end. So by writing the first point, you can now choose to put a second point here, and let me show you that if you have many things that look like here, I can change the color for this and make it red so that I can know which one is actually this one. And this can be done into other points, like these points also can be turned into purple. Yes, this is actually purple. If I let it go, it's going to move. Wow. Now the next point will be let's see this. What is going to give me the polyline? This polyline, I will have first to create whatever. Let me hit Control A and delete because I've had many things here. Yes. Now let's go to this polyline and see what if I draw the first line. It's now this. Okay. I continue, like that, and close it. Let's see. If you want to draw many points without like want to sketch and sketch, many points maybe that are connected between them. You can draw them using this polyline. So like when you're done with it, you can choose to close it like that. This is how the polyline works, and it's interesting. So this vector, if I have this line and that, you see now that I'm drawing a very good vector. Okay, so thank you very much for today. I just want to show you some features of Algebra. In summary, we have added the three toolbar. We looked at this first with move, free, and shake. Then we checked on the point, midpoint, and we checked it on the line segment, segment with a given length, ray, polylines, and vectors. So let me hope that you have enjoyed this video. You can give it a thumbs up and like and share if you find it enjoyable and helpful to you, so that you don't miss out on other videos, the next video.